Hello, this is Freddy Boy, and this is my first meditation journal video. I have some of these spiritual diaries, to put it very finely, on my extra channel called Philosophy. And this is now I'm gonna try to do a vlog after each meditation day. Okay, at least today. We'll see if I continue. So today, and for the past 2 weeks, after I came back from a 2-week silent retreat, I have kept a pretty consistent 2 to 4 hours a day practice of mostly sitting meditation, sometimes walking meditation, and sometimes including yoga in that time frame. It just got a lot easier after the retreat to keep meditating for 2 hours a day. It was not much willpower needed to do that. It was more of an inner intrinsic motivation to keep sitting or keep merging with the silence or the emptiness, whatever term you like. Some don't like any of those terms or what they represent at all. But I think that, if you see the silence and the emptiness of everything, I mean, you do see everything as it is, and you see that there is no separation, And I'm not saying that I'm bathing in this and walking around in this all the time. There's some moments of that, and then I feel closer to it, and then 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 forward again. And on average, that's where it goes, it seems. I have lots of these talks on my extra channel from videos in the past. I haven't done a whole lot of them the last year. So now that I introduced this series, I don't know if I'm going to do it every day. I'm not going to punish myself if I don't. You can punish me if you want, sending me threatening letters, emails, because I will see the silence and the emptiness of them anyway. I'll try. So let's start with just today then. Today, how I feel now after. So this was a 4-hour meditation. Actually, effective meditation, effective practice, 4 hours. Was more thinking today than, let's say, 2 days ago. Yesterday I was also more thinking again, coming back after the retreat. There hasn't been a whole lot of activity for me, but since I'm turning 30 next week, my mind got a little busy setting goals, and I got some desires to do some things that I've been procrastinating on for a long time. And now that I see this 30 number blinking in the calendar for next week, I wanted to do some screw it, to put it nicely, decisions. Fuck it decisions, to put it less nicelier. You can't say nicelier. Yeah. So there's a few things on my to-do list, and that got me excited and also got me frustrated and a little concerned. And then I had a good work day yesterday. Hey, was proud of myself and a little high. And then when that high comes, there's usually a little humbling face. Okay. Or there can be attachment, yes, to the high. Oh, I'm so great. This gonna go so great. And then reality comes in and say, hey, wait a minute here. You're a little high now. So, and then that confrontation might be very frustrating because now you're attached. And these cycles go on and on and on, come back and again. But there's a mastery developing so that these cycles can get surfed through. It doesn't always feel like that. But yeah, surfing can be pretty... I mean, there's terrain in surfing as well. Waves can be way too high for you. There can be sharks too. But yeah, there's a mastery building of going through these stages of highs and lows and insight, and then getting a high from that insight, and then crashing again. But it's not really crashing. It's just a knowledge of suffering. It's what the Buddhist guys, and I mean, there were mostly guys back then, but yeah, the Buddhist people say knowledge of suffering, usually after an opening is happening. Back to today. Yeah, I feel like I merged back into silence. I would say that was the main insight of today's practice, merging into silence. Because I realized, wow, yesterday I was proud. I felt wonderful after that. I was doing 4 hours yesterday too. And then did 3 hours of really effective work on my computer, editing and writing, those two things I want to do more of. I felt great, and I felt a sense of mastery there. But then there was something in the evening. I was like, okay, so now I've done those things, and I don't have any mental capacity to do more. Then I didn't know what to do. Should I watch a movie? No. That didn't feel right at that moment. I ate a whole chocolate, like 4 chocolate bars, like this, square. So my mind get a little hyped again. Dopamine hormones fired. And then I actually had a little of a dark night kind of territory in the late night there. That sounds dramatic. It wasn't really whole dramatic. It was just a little bit anxiety about going to bed. I didn't want this day to end. Have I accomplished enough? Am I closer to my goals that I want to accomplish before my 30th birthday? And so this morning, when my mind was pretty busy in the morning, I had a weird dream, as I usually have these days, because you meditate, you get concentrated, you see more, you become aware of more, and things come up more easily from the subconscious in your dreams especially. That's where the shadows and the unprocessed subconscious life is coming through. So, weird dreams, a little bit shooken in the morning, but sat down, crossed legs, and I noticed the mind was busy. Did pranayama, I do that too. I do breathing, Wim Hof, pranayama style, usually the first meditation, just to get some energy. But yeah, it was a little challenging it was easy to get caught in thoughts today, in the morning. And so I realized later when I was walking meditation, I do that too sometimes. I walk really slowly, watch, kind of merge the body into a meditational kind of movement. Okay. So I did that, and I just realized, wow, the point is to merge. I couldn't, like last night when I was getting agitated and irritated, it's because I couldn't. Yes, I could meditate for 3-4 hours in the morning, but when that is done and work is done, what do I do then? And I didn't really feel like being entertained either, because something felt off about that. Great to enjoy entertainment. That's not something I'm, turning away from completely. But last night, I didn't feel like that would, or I didn't know what to watch. I wasn't inspired to watch anything either. Listened some to a teacher's talk, but still, I didn't really get. There was something I was not. There was still a gap. Okay. So I figured this morning that okay, yeah, I could meditate for 3-4 hours, but when that was done and work was done, what then? There was this other silence that I had to merge with. And also, I get some separation anxiety or something like that before I go to bed. I don't want to go to bed. Always, I want to do more. And that I'm going to watch for now. Moving forward, I will watch what's going on there in the evenings with me. Because when the meditation is done, the work is done, and I'm getting excited about something, can I merge more with silence? Can I actually let the silence do the work for me? Do the duties of life? Can I actually trust that this silence can actually operate through me, and that I don't need to have this controlling psychology operating? Okay. I don't know if that came through the way I wanted it to completely, but I know, merging. There's an additional silence after the meditation routine is done. Meditation can be very, very valuable, but after that, in order to fully awaken, I think, to really awaken and live in this silence, in this emptiness, in this fullness. It's not about just a meditation retreat or the practice or the hours. It is about merging this whole thing into your life. You merging into this whole silence, emptiness, fullness. Yeah. So it's just an insight that I had today. You probably didn't watch the whole video. I mean, of course, if you heard this, you did. Ciao. See you next time.